Do you remember the first time you got blackout drunk? Well, I kind of do. Hey fans, I'm Ronald James Hoff Jr. You might remember me from such classics as walking out of a movie or the hit TV show 1,000 Ways to Die. Since this pandemic started, my manager has been saying,
"Oh, Ron, there are so many actors out there that don't have access to everything you have. You have lights, cameras, green screens, editing. You have everything most actors would kill for."
I have everything except for one thing, content. So, with the new year, I'm ready to pull up my sleeves and get back to work making content. So, people will hire me as an actor. Yay. Ha! Hi guys! Welcome to my second episode of content. So, I've got some stuff that I'm going to talk about. So, kind of fucked up. Been watching South Park and Resident Alien. Get enough time. And, also, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Patrick's Day, yes. So this is going to be one take, which is what this is. And, talk about, talking about the, why is this, can we just get this off? Fucking hell. Alright, so, yay! So, that's the color. Yep, and, let's get the other one. Alright, I gotta be more delicate with this one. Yeah, you can hear it, yeah. So, alright, so, look at the color difference between the two. I was talking about this earlier, so you can't tell the difference, can you? This is the older one, and this is the newer one. I mean, this is the older one, and this is the newer one. This one is darker. Damn it. This one's lighter. I don't like that one. I like the newer one. Okay, done that. No, you're a bastard. Okay, so the next episode is going to be the One Chip Challenge. That's episode 3. And then 4 is going to be Granny Smokes. That's when I bought a pack of cigarettes when I was 8 years old. I'm feeling really good. Okay, this is the bit. So, I'm supposed to say, oh no, my manager says I should move on. Damn it. You would only get that if you saw the very first what was it? The very first bit for the very first promo that I did. See, in future episodes, I'm going to show you how to make a hero prop gun. It hurts every time I do it. If it yeah. So, okay. So anyways, my manager is supposed to tell me at this point that I'm gonna do this. Okay, so this is why you never do this shit on St. Patrick's Day after you have had a bunch of drinks. Yeah, so yeah, great alcohol. Okay, one take. What else? Get the story of, this is the story of, okay. So, yeah, if you knew what was in here. Okay. This is the story of the first time I got drunk. Okay, not the first time I got drunk, but the first time I blacked out. I was 17. And I'm from Ohio, so it totally begins with pulling a motor and transmission out of a car or truck. And that's literally how this starts. So if anyone has animation capabilities, yeah, so basically the night before, which was a Saturday night, I watched the motor and transmission pulled out of like a fucking Chevy truck or something. And my dad is like, "Hey, tomorrow, can you separate the transmission from the motor of this thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Got my friend over. I won't tell his name. Maybe later on. And so the next day, Saturday afternoon, after it was like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I don't know. And it's hillbilly time in Ohio. We gotta. Fuck, I'm so. Yeah. Canadian Club is fucking great. And the Canadian Club is even better, the older one. That was a bad idea. Hey, get really drunk and tell the story the first time you got drunk really bad and blacked out. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh. Okay, so I'm a little late with releasing this. Actually, I don't think I got through the whole story last night. And I am very, very hungover. So, do a little hair of the dog here. Oh, fuck. Oh, maybe this is a bad idea too. Oh. Okay, so oh man, am I hungover? Okay. So, my friend Rodney and I, Saturday night we watched my dad's friend and a couple of his other friends tear the motor and transmission out of an old, I think it was a Chevy truck. And we were asked to detach the transmission from the motor the next day, Sunday. Fuck, where is the cap for this? Alright, anyway. Cool. His friend, Russ, he was the guy who was in charge of the distillery for Parents Without Partners, or PWP. That was the Akron, Ohio group. Yeah. I'm drunk. Yeah. He had bottles and bottles and bottles of any different kind of liquor you can imagine. And his daughter, Dawn, I liked her. Yeah. So that day, that Sunday, we were commissioned, my friend Rodney and I. Oh, I shouldn't have said his name, but I said his name. I didn't make sure that I was recording audio. He was like, dude, you shouldn't go down there. And I'm like, I'm going down there. And it was kind of a warm day. It was in the fall, but it was kind of a warm day. And we discovered this in the basement. And every couple minutes, I'd go down there and pick up a bottle and take a drink. Yeah, alcohol is a great thing. We had we basically went back and forth between going down into the distillery and drinking, and then going up and separating the transmission from the motor and flirting with her. We were there for a couple hours. No one else was there except for Russ's daughter, Dawn, who I grew up with and kind of had a thing for. I actually had more of a thing for her sister, but whatever. And I just kept going down there because I was thirsty. And my friend was like, no, stop going down there. But I kept going down there. So I remember riding in the back of the truck on the way home because the Browns were playing, and my dad had some people over, and every time the Browns played, he'd make like a big pot of chili or something. And then so this was, the Browns were working. Wow. So the Browns were playing that day, and we were scheduled to be picked up from them. From then. See, this is why does this work? I don't think this works. Oh my god, this doesn't work. Oh my god, this doesn't work. 14 minutes. 14 minutes in talking about this story. And this was Sunday in Ohio. Had to have been like in the fall. So, of course, Browns were playing. And I remember. So, this is the point where I kind of blacked out. So, I was in the back of the truck on the way home, driving up the hill. And we were greasy head to toe, Rodney and I. And I remember walking in the door, go home, and there's a bunch of people there because, of course, it's Browns playing. It could have been the playoffs. I think it might have been some sort of playoffs. So I was 16, 17. So, I don't know. Go downstairs. My friend, whom I mentioned, that I won't mention again, we go downstairs, we wash, and I'm covered in grease because separating a transmission from an engine when I am 16, I'm pretty sure I was 16, you get dirty doing that, wrenching and shit, and flirting with the girl that you've known since you were like, I don't know, 5 years old. And then I remember going downstairs and taking a shower. So I remember going downstairs in blips and speaks, blips and bloops. I don't really remember the shower. I remember being down there and having grease all over me. The next thing I remember, I am standing in the dining room with a bunch of people in the room and telling my dad in front of a whole bunch of people, including my grandmother who died in like 96. I fucking miss her. God rest her soul. And telling my dad that I was drunk. And I remember the little voice in the back of my head saying, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't tell him you're drunk." The voice in the back of my head saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You should not be telling these people that you're drunk." And that's it. Blackout. Then the next thing I remember, I am sitting, or I'm laying in my my waterbed, which my dad and I had built a couple years before. And do you know do you remember the next thing I remember, I was on my waterbed, and if anyone has ever had a waterbed, you know that there's a liner that you put on between the bag and the sheets. Because even if the bag's temperature is like in the 60s or 70s, it's still kind of cold. So I remember being on the waterbed without sheets, without the liner, just the bag. Do you remember the underwear you keep in the back of your drawer where the elastic is gone? They found that and put it on backwards, so the arm or the leg is around your waist. It's backwards. So that was on me. And do you ever have that pair of underwear that you keep in the back of the drawer in case of emergencies where the elastic is fucked up? Well, they had that on me, except for the elastic part was down around my leg, and one of the leg holes was around my waist. And I have the final thing, I remember rolling around saying, "Oh my God, you can die from this." I'm on my waterbed with no bag. It's the bag, but there's no insulation or anything, so it's just the bag, and it's cold, and rolling around thinking, "Oh shit." Then I wake up, and it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I have the absolute worst headache I've ever had. And I used to get really bad headaches and nosebleeds when I was a kid, so this was like really, really bad. Oh. So, I remember going into the kitchen, and I got myself like a glass of water or tried to get myself something to eat or something. And of course my dad heard me, and he came in to the kitchen, and I'm 16, 17, so of course I had a shit-eating grin on my face, laughing at the fact of all of this, and my dad was not happy. And he says, "You're going to school today." I kind of laughed at him before that. It's like, because I'm like 16, 17. He's like, "You're going to school tomorrow, or today, and you're not gonna not avoid it, and you are not going to have a driver's license until you are 18, which was probably a wise thing. And he made me go to school, and I had the absolute worst headache for like 3 days. I was so pissed off, but more importantly, I was hungover for like 3 days. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I forgot. Did I forget? Did I say that the light? This is much brighter than this one. Okay. And my friend Rodney was there. I don't remember him when I got out of bed, but he was there sleeping. And apparently, while I was drunk, I asked Dawn to blow me in front of my dad, in front of Russ, her dad, in front of my grandmother and a bunch of other people that were kind of hanging out in the room watching me roll around with underwear on backwards. And my dad had called Rodney's mom and said, well, he's going to spend the night and help clean up, because I had thrown up on my waterbed and it got in between the bag and the liner of the waterbed, in case it leaks, the liner would protect. So I had vomit in between there, and I had vomited all over my carpet. And Rodney was made to clean it up, so he was not happy with me. Pretty much nobody was happy with me. And to this day, the smell of Pine Sol makes me kind of ill, because my room stank of vomit and Pine Sol for a year at least. And the smell of any kind of alcohol I didn't drink anything for a couple years because of that. So that's the story. I think I got through it last night. I might not have. I don't remember because I blacked out. And apparently I fell out of this closet last night and woke up Kathy. She said, well, she wasn't sure if I fell out of it, but she woke up and found me on the floor. And apparently I spilled milk all over her iPad, but it's fine. And she said that she's never seen me drunk like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I haven't drank like that ever. So it was a great idea for me to do this, but it was not. So, that's the story of the first time I got drunk. I'm going to look back at the footage of yesterday or last night, and you'll probably see some of it in this. I am not wearing anything underneath this, anything below this shirt, so I am going back to bed for a little bit, and then I'm going to cut this together, and I'll have it released here soon. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week, where I will be doing the one chip challenge, or sharing the one chip challenge, and I'll be wearing this shirt. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and much love. Okay. So, next episode is going to be the one chip challenge. I'm drunk and yay, fuck you. Alright, I'm gonna make this happen. I'll just cut this and make it work. Yeah, I'll just do it. Okay. So, thank you. Yep, for watching, and I've already